Welcome to my channel again. So for this video, I'll be showing you how I created the 2018 calendar. I created the month of June, July, and August. So we'll be covering for this video. So if you've not seen my previous video, I'd like you to go and see my previous video. So you see how I created the cover page for this calendar. This was a tabletop calendar. I created the cover page. I created this, how I got some of these icons, how I was able to do this. I need to go check it out. And so when you check out my previous video, you'll be able to follow along. So that being said, I'm going to start from this video. And in my previous video, I showed how I was able to create this outline, these guidelines, because this is done for print. So this is going to the press to be printed. So I usually set guidelines to avoid my text being cut out at the final stage. That being said, let's go ahead and replicate the design. So first, I'm going to copy all of this and set it aside. And I'm going to go grab my rectangle tool. Just grab my rectangle tool and I'll click from here where I have no click, and I'll drag to create same size. I'll fill that with this color, and I'll take out the outline. Next, you look at this design, you see like a rectangle here that is tilted to an angle. So I'll do a similar thing. I'll grab my rectangle, I'll just create this kind of rectangle like this, and I'll tilt this to angle 45 degrees, and I'll move that here. Yeah, something like this. So next I'll use my smart fill and fill this. So, and I can take this out. I don't need it anymore. I'll zoom in and remove the outline. So I have something looks like this. So next I want to create all of these boxes that surround it. So let's go and do that. I'll grab my rectangle tool again. I'll hold down my control. I'll create a perfect square. It looks like this. And I'll tilt that to an angle of 45 as well. And I'm going to move that here. Now I will duplicate this, holding down my shift key, and I'll place that here. I want 3 and control arrow again, control arrow, and I'm not getting what I want. I'm going to duplicate this. I'll bring this here. Now I'm going to keep this here, somewhere here, and then I'll right click to duplicate that. Let's zoom in. I want to keep it in order to make sure it's in order. All right, so I have this. I think it's too close. I want to pull it out a little, or just pull that out a little, not so much, something around there. I want it to be perfect anyways. That's me. All right, so I got it here now. Now I can select this, and I just select all of this, and I'll duplicate this again, holding down my shift, and I have it here. Now you notice that this one is long. It just went down, all the way down. So I want to do the same thing. To do that, I have to convert this to curve. I'll go to object and convert to curves. Now I can stretch it. I'll go use my shape tool. I'll click this, holding down my shift. I'll also select this point, and I'll grab both points and drag them and do that. It's not converted yet. Let's convert it again. Select this object. All right, it's converted. Then I'll select the object, use my shape tool. I'll select this point, holding down my shape to select this point as well. All right, it's not working. I'll select this point, and click and drag. I'm gonna stop here and do that. I would click and drag on a straight line. Nice. The same thing with this, on a straight line. It has to be on a straight line. Beautiful. At this point, let's see, I can grab this and just pull everything down a little more. All right, so I have it like this. This is beautiful. So I have what I'm looking for. So at this point, I like to move this about here. I'll zoom this in. I just want to move this. Yeah, that's what I want to create. So I have it like this. I can delete all of this and I can now duplicate this. Just move that a little here, and I'll move this one now here. I'll undo that. I'm holding down my shift so to be on a straight line. I want it to be on a straight line, and I have this. All right, so at this point, the same thing, I get here, zoom in some more. I'm going to convert this to curve like before, convert to curve, and I'll use my shape tool, select this and this, holding down my shift, select both of them, and I'll drag that on a straight line. Beautiful, and I have this. Good. Now I'm going to use my smart fill to fill this and this. So we'll grab my smart fill and I'll just fill this and I'll fill this as well. And I can now take this out. I don't need this anymore. And as well, I can take this out. Beautiful. So I have all of the shapes and I can go select everything. I'll fill this with blue as well. Blue. And I'll select everything. I don't want the outline no more. I'll take out the outline. Beautiful. Then I have that shape. So next, I'll go grab all of this. Now I'm going to group everything. I'll grab all of this text and just place them here. Beautiful. And I'll grab my calendarium and I'll place it here. Now it has to be somewhere here. Okay, I can keep it here. All right, I can keep it here. And this, can place this here. And I just bring this and it cannot be here. So all of these things, I'm not redoing it because I have shown how I got this calendarium from my previous video and this content, this as well, and this the logo and all of that. So you can just check it out and retype it. Now next, I don't like the way this is touching, so I'm going to move this a little way. I don't want to touch. Okay, only here. Now I'm going to get this the pictures first. I will get inside and I edit power clip. I'm going to select everything here. I'll copy it here and I'll cut this one that I copied and finish. I'll paste this here. So now I can just grab these and extract the contents. I don't need this anymore. The way I'm doing it is more refined than what we initially did. I'll click this, I'll power clip this picture instead of this. I'll click this selected. I'll go to object and power clip inside frame. Sorry, this selected. I'll go to objects, power clip inside frame, and I'll place that here. Do some adjustments, edit it, and just move that like that. Increase the size picture a little, and I can just place this here. Beautiful. And this as well, edit, extract the content, and I can delete this. I don't need it no more. I just select it and delete it. Now I can move this picture in here, reduce that a little. I'll go to objects, picture is selected, power clip inside of this frame, and edit content. I'll just move that in and increase the picture, crank that up a little. I'll move that in to show the part that I like to show. Finish, and I'll go the same thing here. Edit, extract. I don't need this, and this can go here. The faster way of power clipping picture is I'll select the picture, then I'll right click and I'll hold it, right click, and I'll drag and bring it where I want to power clip inside. When I leave it to give it the option, then I'll say power clip inside frame. Now I want to edit this picture. Instead of going to click on the picture and go and edit, I'll just, with the picture selected, I'll hold my alt and I'll click on the picture. Then I'll be able to get the content that is inside. I can now edit the content. It's a faster way of working. Can edit the content and I'll find the same thing with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's one picture is missing. I'm going to edit this. Select this, edit this, and I'll move this the same way, or do the quickest way. I'll click and right click and drag, and I'll bring it to where I want to put it. I'll leave it there, and I'll say Power Clip Inside Frame using the options. And with that frame selected, I'll hold down my Alt and click on it again, and I can now adjust it. I'll just do a little adjustment, and I want to show this part, and I'm fine with that. This as well. I'll extract frame and the same picture, or delete this. Right click and drag and leave it here, and boom. Power Clip Inside Frame. Alt click to select the picture that is inside the frame, and I'll just and one more picture, and it's gonna be this picture. Sorry, it's gonna be this picture. I'll right click to duplicate this, and I will extract this content. I'll delete this, I don't need it. And now I will just reduce this, bring that here, right click and drag, place it here inside frame, and I zoom in, alt click, and I'll get this, reduce this, increase this part, and here we go. I got now the design. The June page is where you can see the same thing. I've created that in record time. The page is ready. Isn't this beautiful? Then I'll move to the next page. Now for this page is a July page. I'm going to click all of this, and I'll just copy it here. Now I want to recreate this. It's the easiest. I'll grab my rectangle tool like before, and I'll just create this. The better way of doing this, instead of recreating this rectangle when I want to do it, I'll just go. I can go to this previous page. I'll click on this, Control C. I'll just want to copy the rectangle. When I get here, Control V to just paste the same thing for me. So I want to create these cycles. I'll grab my ellipse tool. I'll click and drag, holding down my Control to have is perfect cycle. And I'm going to fill it with this color and do that. Okay, I'm going to fill it with this color. I'll put that here, somewhere here. I'll take out the outline. I don't like outlines. And I'll reduce the transparency. And let's say I make that 60. 60. I make that 60. 30. Okay, let me make that 30. I'll make that 30. Nice. So next, I'm going to recreate another circle from this. I'll grab here. When I have this double edge arrow, notice I'm not using here. If I do this, I'm going to have something different. I don't want that. I want it to scale. So I'll grab this, click and drag. And when I get to somewhere around there, I'll right click. Now for this, I'm going to I want it full. I don't want it to be transparent. I'll click on this cycle. I'll click on this one, and T and L on my keyboard to align. I want to align this cycle to this cycle. I'll just take it close, and boom, it aligns. So I'm going to make this one white. Beautiful. Let me take, I'm not sure that's what I did. Let me click on this one and grab my, I think I just used a different color. Let me use this color that I used here. I'll grab this, I'll just click on this color, and I'll just bring that here. And oh, that's what I did. I'll grab this color eyedropper tool. I'll click on this. Yeah, it loads up here, and I'll just bring it here and click here, and I'll get the same color that I used. Okay, now at this point, what I need to do is to use this a little scale and just place that here. And I'm going to power clip this inside the frame. So with that selected, I'll just go to edit and power clip. Now look at what I'm doing. Pay close attention. With these two cycles selected, I'll go to objects. I'll go to power clip, place inside frame, and it goes there. I can go and edit and just select this and move that up a little, and I can leave it there, and I'm done. Now I need the same cycle here. Okay, so I'll go edit this, I'll select this, copy this here, and I'll mirror it this other way and mirror it like this, and I'll reduce it a little and move that up. Let's zoom in some more and I reduce it even more and move that here. Finish. And here we go. I have that. So let me copy all of this. I'll copy all of this text that I already had here. Because I'm not retyping this text, I'll copy all of this. I'll just place this here. And I'll copy this calendarium and that's gonna be here. And I'll copy the the dates and my icons. I'll place them here. All right, so the final thing I need to do is to get the pictures for this page, and I'll go and get these pictures. Let's go and get the pictures. Select this, edit content. I'll select this and this, and I'll duplicate them here. I'll cut that away. When I finish, I'll paste it outside of the Power Clip. Now I can extract the pictures now. All right, so I get here, I'll say extract contents, and I can delete the spots. The same thing with this, extract content, and I can delete the spots. I can select the both of them now and power clip them inside of this frame first. Power clip inside of this frame and edit, remove the both of them, and this will now be power clip inside of this. So select this, power clip this inside of this white, and I'll hold down alt click and I'll just adjust that a little. All right, so this the same thing. This objects and power clip inside frame, alt click, and I'll make some adjustments as well, something like this, and finish. Beautiful, our design is ready. So we have the July page ready. We've done the June page, the July page. Now let's look at the August page. The same way, I'm going to just copy all of this and set it aside, and I'll get back here to this page. I'll just click this and Control C. When I get to August, I'll Control V. Now I'm going to extract all of this content. I don't need this on this page. I don't need this on this page. But then I'll right click on this. I'll go to frame type and I want to remove that cross sign that was there. Now for this page, I need to recreate this. So here's what I'll do. I'll select this. First, I'll duplicate it by pressing plus on my keyboard. I can do Ctrl C, Ctrl V, but I'll do plus on my keyboard once, and I've duplicated that. You can see that. As a matter of fact, let me change this color so you can see it. You can see there are two now. Okay. Now I'm going to go convert this to curve. That's selected. I'll go to Objects and convert to curve. Then I'll go grab my shape tool and I'll click at this point twice. Pop up, and it will just give me this. It will just form this part. This is rectangle triangle for me from the shape that was already there. And I can now change the colors. And for now, let me leave the colors. Next, I want to create this shape. There's a shape that's here. I want to create this shape. So to create that shape, here's what I'll do. Okay, first, I'll move this down a little. I'll grab my shape tool and let me zoom in here. Grab my shape tool and I'll move this about this point. Let's say about this point. Let me see how this looks like. Okay, and the same this way. I'll grab my shape tool and I'll move about this point. Beautiful. So I have this. Okay, I think it's too much. It's too low. I'm going to increase this a little. Just too low. Just move that a little up. Yeah, about this point, I'm fine here. About this. Okay, I'm going to move this to, it's too low. I'm going to move this about this point. All right, so I have this. I think this needs to go up some more up about this point. All right, okay. Now I'm happy with this now. Next, I want to create this other shape that's here. So easy, I will grab my line tool and I'll just click from this point of the line and drag along this rectangle, this triangle, rectangle triangle, and I'll have this, sorry, I'll do that again along this line, and beautiful. No, it's not right. I need it to be perfect. I need it to be perfect. I'll click that and drag along this line. Okay. All right. So I stop here first. Okay, this is perfect now. So next, I'll use my shape tool now and increase this. We have to be on the same line. Has to be on the same line. All right. The same this side as well. I want to increase this a little. With my shape tool, it has to be on the same line as before. The line can't change. Undo. All right, so I have that now. So what I'll be doing next is to duplicate this line. I'm going to click on this line, now this line that I've created, and I'll duplicate that. I'll just click that upward a little, and I'll right click, leave it there. That's so much. I'll do that again, just a little. About this point, I'll right click and leave it there. Beautiful. So I have this line. Now I want to have this effect, this cross line effect. So I'll use my line tool again. I just cross that like that, just cross that like that. And I can move that to the middle, somewhere around here. And I'll grab my smart fill. I'll just start filling that, or fill that, and fill this. Now I can delete all of this. I don't need this anymore. I don't need the lines. Delete this. I don't need this line. I don't need this line. So I can fill this with blue, and I can fill this with orange. Select everything and take out the outline. Beautiful. And I can make this color. Beautiful. And we're almost there. Next, I'll copy this, the text. Let me ungroup this. I need this text. I'll just put the text somewhere here. All right. It mustn't cross the guidelines. Remember that. And I'll place this here, and I need this somewhere here. And finally, I'll bring this and do that. I'll just bring this in over here. Now, when I'm left with a picture, first let's bring the logo, and the logo will be here. It's the logo of the company. And let's go get the picture. I'll select this. Let me get the picture. All right, double click that to duplicate it, and I'll extract the picture. I'll delete it. I don't need this. I don't need this. This is enough, and I can delete this. Now I'll pack the picture inside of this other frame, So click on the picture, go to object, or do the quickest way, right click and drag and bring here, leave it here, and power clip inside frame. Boom, and our design is ready. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this beautiful? So in a very short time, we're able to we created for June, July, and August. So in my next video, I'll do for September, October, and November. So if you have a question, if you have something you don't understand, please use the comment section and ask a question. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.